As Japan's government typically delays its decision on state of emergency, all our wrestlers can do is keep themselves on standby. Ozeki Takakeisho resumed his practice area training today, January 3rd, after what looks like a 6-day break, but says there's little change in his body condition because there were no lavish New Year celebrations to be involved with. "I did everything I had to do thoroughly," he told reporters. "Now I just have the real bouts to come. My body's ready for them, and I want to focus on sharpening my sumo sense and improving my sumo flow. A new year has come, and it's time once again to brace myself, get focused, and do my utmost." He waxed lyrical about the all-Japanese world title boxing match he watched on New Year's Eve, saying that he hopes to move and excite people to the same extent with his sumo. 4 kilometers up the Sumida River, Yokozuna Kakuryu restarted his training at Michinoku Stable, and whereas it was unclear whether he fought today, revealed he had started fighting Kiribayama again at the end of December. "It was my first chance in ages to test out my true condition," he said of those practice bouts. "How can I describe it overall? I suppose I'm good, and I now want to get my sumo sense back over the coming days. I've finally got myself back to a position where I can move around well, so I won't be overdoing things. I certainly want to avoid aggravating my back problem close to the tournament." He still hasn't committed to competing, by the way, saying only, "Last year was really terrible. I'm definitely of the mind to really try and make this year a positive one, as I should be at the start of a new year. We still have a few days before the tournament, so I'll be using them to raise my condition and then make a decision on competing." And on the other side of the Kokugikan, demotion-threatened Ozeki Asanoyama began his training around 7 a.m. with lots of core exercises and 20 bouts against 3rd Division stablemates. He claims he only had one proper day off, December the 30th, and continued with core exercises each day from New Year's Eve. "My shoulder is okay, and I want to keep training to ensure it suffers no further pain in the upcoming tournament," he said. "Although unable to return home to Toyama over the New Year, I was neither bored nor lonely, and really enjoyed watching mixed martial arts with my attendants, which was also quite refreshing. And when those fights were over, I felt more fired up to succeed in my own bouts." Although only needing 8 wins this time to keep rank, Asanoyama has vowed not to be cautious, saying, "I may be on the demotion precipice, but I won't let that overly affect me, and when I compete, it's not for 8 wins, but for the title."